Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Penelope Bourbon. This is their straight rye whiskey finished in a toasted cask, coming in at a 50% ABV, 5-year age statement. Now here in Indiana, I've been fortunate lately because Penelope finally started showing up on our shelves, and I love it because I've just gotten to experience an awesome job of seeing MGP whiskey that is being finished in such a unique way or blended up beautifully. And my experiences so far with them have been very, very positive. This is a new release for them here in 2023. They're taking a mash bill of 100% rye and then finishing it in a level 1 charred barrel. Now, from what we've been told, this is the only release they're doing of this here in 2023, and there's 7,000 cases of this out there. And it finally started showing up on our shelves here. So I made a special trip to pick this one up because I was like, now's the time as ever. And my Total Wine only had a few bottles of it on the shelf. So I had to. But I'm really interested because I don't know of very many bottles that I have that are 100% rye. Like, you know, you have 95.5 rye, obviously, coming from MGP. And sourcing from MGP is not a problem. I love MGP whiskey. But I don't know if I've had anything that's 100% rye from them. So I'm really interested. Nonetheless, let's jump into things. As always, we're going to be trying it 2 different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, we'll add just a drop of water, see if anything changes up. And as always, make sure you hang around, like the videos, subscribe to the channel, all that kind of good stuff. If you're interested in some other reviews of Penelope's stuff, links to their videos will be linked up above and down below when they're live, so you can enjoy those. But yeah, we luckily here in Indiana, we got to have like their core lineup just dropped all at the same time. Like the 4-grain, the barrel strength, the French oak, their architect, and the toasted all showed up. And then this has shown up, and I'm starting to see some stores get store picks. That's so awesome. And I love that they kept the 5-year age statement on this. And one thing I always love pointing out on their bottles, I love this beautiful design. You're letting that spirit really showcase itself. The anagram P on the front, really cool. And then I've also bought the rosé cask and the Kaji cask. Like, I'm just going nuts with Penelope. Beautiful dark color. Look at that. It is like dark espresso colored. Like a very well toasted color to it. Yeah. Like a dark, dark brown. All right. Let's go for notes. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is rye spice. Beautiful. Spice layers. Dilly rye. Herbal, medicinal. Charry. Vanilla sweet, almost caramelized. Like a brulee effect on a dessert. That's pretty. I love that nose. It's earthy yet sweet. And again, you get that char layer going on. The spices, you get that. And there's no really, I wouldn't say anything specific spice-wise, but just that great MGP spice to it, where you get this herbal, medicinal dilliness going on. There is a bit of ABV warmth on the nose, but it is opening up as we keep going along here. So I'm just going to assume it's because it's a fresh bottle. But nothing off, no metallic, no bad notes going on here on the nose. Just beautiful dilly, like just rye. All right, let's go for a taste. That might be my favorite sip from them. Oh my gosh. That is impactful. My palate is going nuts right now. Dill rye. Like, just herbal, medicinal. The nose mimics the palate so closely. It's charry and oak layers. You get that beautiful caramel vanilla sweetness going on. But the rye spice. This is a phenomenal sip. It's spicy, yet herbal and medicinal. And it's got this gorgeous dilliness going on there. That dill is just right in your face from the get-go, the moment it touches your palate. That char It's almost, I wouldn't quite say like an ashiness to it, but it's just got a beautiful dark layer going on there. It just coats the palate so well. How that is just evolving. It gets rich and richer, and it just keeps on kind of just pummeling your palate with rich spices going on here. That is a winner. Like that is so good. Got a nice thickness on the palate too. That age statement with that char level is really hitting home. And again, I don't know if I've had anything that's 100% rye, especially not from MGP, but it's right up home plate. If you like 95.5 rye, especially in a higher ABV and a higher age statement, that is what this brings. The big jump to the next rung is that toasted cask. It is charry and deep and heavy on those notes. And it does a good job on them too. Boy, oh boy. I am so happy I picked this up now. Let's add a little drop of water. See what changes up here. Under most circumstances, adding that drop of water is going to break up those oils. Maybe bring out some notes that we're missing. It might make it more friendly if you're new to whiskey. And if you are, welcome. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It doesn't matter what you drink or how you drink it, as long as you enjoy it. So if you want to add water to a whiskey, you do you. That's why we do these experiments, because sometimes it helps us find out more notes. All right, speaking of, let's go for notes on the water version. Yeah, all right. So the other thing that can happen a lot of times adding water to a spirit is makes it go a little more mute. And that's what's kind of happened here. Very similar, but everything's dialed back at least 50%. And not that there's anything wrong with it. If this was too brash for you, that little drop of water is just going to make it a little more friendly for you, in my opinion. Nonetheless, let's go for a taste. Yeah, actually that taste is really solid too. It doesn't have the cling or the long finish that I was getting in the neat version. You're still getting the herbal, the medicinal, the dill. The bit of char is still showing up. The oak, the vanilla, the caramel are still there from the casks. I mean, that's really solid. That's not bad at all. But the neat version, let's go back. That neat version, that's phenomenal. Oh, that's so good. But again, if you pick this up and it's a little too brash for you, that little drop of water just makes it a little more simple. Nonetheless, work your way back up to that neat version. That is gold standard right there. All right, speaking of, let's talk about market price, because we all know market price is market price, and it's always going to vary. So I paid about $64 for this, and MSRP on this is about $70. As of right now, at the time of this recording, nobody's really marking this one up, even though it's kind of a limited case situation, which 7,000 cases is still quite a bit of bottles, don't get me wrong. But surprisingly, they're not going ham over this one. I will say this, it's worth the $70. That toasted cask brings this one to another level. I wouldn't overspend for this. I mean, I would pay MSRP, no problem. And being that I got it for less, I'm quite happy with my purchase. It's a beautiful example of MGP rye and a gorgeous finishing technique to it. That char level just really hit it home. I am a big fan of this bottle. Honestly, I kind of want to go back for a backup bottle because it's just that damn good. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Penelope Bourbon straight rye whiskey finished in a toasted cask. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comments section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, I even like it might not.